Andrew and Tristan Tate, or, as we often see them on the internet, the Tate brothers. Andrew is the more popular and successful of the two brothers. Andrew was born in 1986, while Tristan was born in 1988 in the United States. Both brothers used to be professional kickboxers, but Andrew, the older of the two, excelled in kickboxing and generally in life. He has even been a world champion 4 times, though, of course, we often see comments like, "You fought against nobodies" on social media. Nevertheless, we know from their social media posts and what they share on their podcasts that both brothers still engage in rigorous training. However, many of us know them not for their sports careers, but for the videos that pop up on YouTube and TikTok, where they promote their lifestyle, which is essentially more materialistic. In fact, many of us might say we got to know Andrew through the phrase,
People said they don't like it, and I said, well, what color's your bagay? Oh, fuck off then.
Andrew Tate claims that their father was a former CIA agent and a chess master. Of course, we have no way to verify this, but since both brothers have a fondness for chess, we can at least consider the chess-related part of the story to be accurate. After their father cheated on their mother, their parents divorced, and their mother moved to England with the 2 sons. Andrew has repeatedly expressed that he couldn't make much money from kickboxing, but always dreamt of becoming wealthy. Besides kickboxing, they worked various jobs, but they were aware that they couldn't get rich through regular employment. At one point, the Tate brothers participated in the TV show Big Brother. However, they were removed from the program after allegations that Andrew had assaulted a woman with a belt, even though both Andrew and the woman later denied the claims of violence. Meanwhile, they also engaged in other activities. Even Andrew stated he sold drugs when he was younger.
I sold drugs. Long time ago now. I can be honest and open about my past. I was a fighter, but fighting wasn't paying the bills, sold drugs, whatever.
Since they tell their stories on podcasts without paying much attention to chronological order, it's a bit difficult to determine exactly what they did, which one before and which one after. However, this isn't really important because these other endeavors didn't lead them to their wealth. Andrew is driven by a strong desire for wealth. He says so he saw people that he considered idiot, but somehow those people were very rich, and this became an incredible fuel for him. They initially make their first significant earnings through what Andrew and many others describes as digital pimping. While Andrew was initially annoyed by being called a pimp, he later got used to it and even jokes about it occasionally. Here's how the system works. The Tate brothers didn't have much money, but they had attractive girlfriends in European countries they visit for kickboxing, and these girlfriends are unaware of each other's existence. While browsing the internet, Tate stumbled upon the concept of a call girl and realized that he could get into this business. He invited his girlfriends from other countries to Romania, where he had also settled, and initially sat down with 4 of them to explain his idea. Andrew would set up a website where these girls would have video chats and conversations with other men. Of course, nothing is for free, and a lot of man paid a subscription fees for these services. At the same time, Tristan convinced his 4 girlfriends to join this venture, and they all lived together with 8 girls in the same house. They would give the girls a 50% share of the subscription fees earned, and the girls would only interact with men online. While it might seem like a profitable business model from a distance, it doesn't change the fact that this is goddamn digital pimping. According to the Tate brothers, what they were doing was brilliant because both of them had multiple girlfriends who were aware of each other, and these girls were earning significant amounts of money. They quickly expanded their operations, and when the girls told their girlfriends about this business model and the money they were making, they soon started doing this business with 75 girls. According to what they said at the time, they were making monthly millions of dollars because there were many losers willing to spend money to talk to a girl. This webcam business indeed brought the Tate brothers a significant amount of money, but it's not their only source of income. They have spent their earnings lavishly while also venturing into other businesses such as e-commerce, cryptocurrency, and even casinos. At least these are what they claim so. Andrew, in particular, has turned his own name into a brand and has made a substantial amount of money simply by speaking because the modern world is conducive to such ventures. As we know, in recent years, there has been a dominant culture, often referred to as SJW, the social justice warriors, that has gained significant influence on social media platforms, in politics, and even in the film and television industry worldwide. For example, the constant inclusion of gay and black characters on platforms like Netflix, even to the extent of altering historical facts, can be cited as an example. Similarly, on social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, privileges have been granted to the LGBTQ+ community, leading to the rise of what we refer to as the SJW crowd in positions of power on many platforms. This dominant influence has effectively created a societal pressure where no one can challenge the prevailing atmosphere. In fact, there have emerged toxic feminine groups that level harsh accusations against men. As is often the case, this extreme movement has given rise to an opposing movement within society. Of course, since there are still people who want to uphold traditional values, society has started to react against this SJW crowd. At this point, our hero, Andrew Tate, comes into the picture. Andrew has keenly analyzed the political climate in the United States and directed strong criticisms toward the far-left, woke, and SJW, social justice warrior, culture. He has essentially positioned himself as a spokesperson for the right wing in America. With his comments on Western society, he has garnered significant support even from Islamic circles. Due to the lack of representation of conservative culture in the media, especially on social media, he has effectively filled the void in political discourse. By addressing what people may have thought but hesitated to say, he has done so in a highly unconventional manner, attracting the attention he desired. It's important to note that if you can raise your voice, you will undoubtedly reach people in society who believe you are right. Andrew has indeed made many inconsistent and illogical statements. For example, he has claimed that women become the property of their husbands after marriage. However, he doesn't seem to have an issue with being involved with multiple women or cheating on them. In another video, he stated that social women are not attractive and that one of the most important qualities men look for in a woman is innocence. Yet, his own past may not necessarily reflect innocence. Due to these and many other examples, many women have accused Andrew of being misogynist. Indeed, in recent years, there has been a significant increase in the number of young men who are often referred to as incels. These young men typically fall within the age range of 13 to 26. They struggle to initiate contact with the opposite sex, which leads to difficulties in forming healthy relationships with women. This, in turn, can affect their overall productivity in daily life. They may become resentful and develop anger towards women, which further hinders their ability to socialize and compete in the real world. Many of them spend their days at home, isolated, often engaging in activities like computer gaming or consuming excessive pornography. They avoid real-life challenges and competition. It's clear that many of these young men are not content with their situation. They also desire love and companionship, but lack role models or examples to follow in their lives. This is where Andrew Tate comes into the picture. As a former kickboxer with a muscular physique, wealth, intelligence, charisma, and a masculine image, he may serve as a figure of aspiration for these individuals. This way, these young men have found themselves a brand new role model. Yes, our incel brothers are finding a role model in themselves, but at the same time, they become new victims of Andrew Tate. Whether we like it or not, Andrew is a quite clever and cunning man, and we can understand this from his online university of making money. Let me explain how their system works. Andrew had a course called Hustlers University, which is now known as The Real World. This platform primarily consists of extensive video series and is designed to teach people how to make money online. It covers various online business models such as dropshipping, crypto, copywriting, and others that can be started with little or no capital. The course currently has around 250,000 active members who pay a monthly fee of $50. To understand the course better, I made research on internet and found that generally the people who have taken the course have praised it. However, it's essential to recognize that the course may not be cheap, and the course's business model seems to involve keeping you engaged in the online community, making you feel like you are part of a network. It's possible that the information they provide could help you make money, but considering that the Tate brothers generate more than $12 million in revenue each month from subscription fees, and courses are often not updated for months or even years, it suggests that they can hire experts for courses to maintain the course contents. For instance, in the webcam business, the girls were real and performed services for men seeking conversation or other services, but none of those men could establish a genuine romantic relationship with those girls. Similarly, in the real world, you might learn something, but you should confront the reality that, based on the information you learn, you might never make in a lifetime what they earn in a month through subscription fees. The program might serve as a starting point for a few individuals, but for the majority who purchase it, it may not offer much more than deducting $50 from their wallets. The fact that the program costs $50 itself suggests that it might be more of a dream selling system. If these courses were priced at $1,000 or $5,000 instead, even if the number of course takers decreased, those who could afford it would likely be more committed to the program, which could potentially lead to a higher success rate. What benefit does having too many people join this program have? The program's primary goal, or the greatest return, is not money. Its real aim is to create popularity, image, and reputation. Because we know that Andrew Tate's personal wealth is around $1 billion, and his brother Tristan's wealth is around $400 million. When you look at it, even if they were to shut down the real-world system and their other businesses today, they and their children, and even their grandchildren, could live in prosperity without ever working throughout their lifetimes. However, for someone as intelligent as Andrew, this is not entirely sufficient. He does it not only to provide benefit, but also to feel good about himself and clear his name. Because even many of his own fans are uncomfortable with what he has done in the past and the statements he made in the past. Before the Tate brothers faced human trafficking accusations, Andrew may have genuinely converted to Islam because he no longer found solace in material things, or perhaps to gain favor within the Muslim community. In pursuit of this, he left behind a lifestyle he loved, one filled with parties, alcohol, and women. He has even stated that his views on some of the things he said in the past have changed. This real-world program has essentially become a significant tool for reputation management. Let me explain how it works. These friends, the Andrew Tate fans, create a community through this application. Andrew Tate shares videos with the users and encourages participants to share segments of Andrew on their social media apps. Through clips of Andrew Tate shared from various accounts on all social media platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Andrew gains significant popularity. He has even stated multiple times that he is the most searched person on Google. Generally, among the participants in this program, there are those who undoubtedly make money because, after all, we are talking about 250,000 active members, and even if just 250 out of this 250,000 achieve success, it is an incredible opportunity to attract new participants in the internet age.
Oh, hey, that is bullshit.
I believe Andrew Tate realized that riding ultra-luxury cars, jets, wearing diamond-studded watches, or sleeping with the most beautiful women isn't everything in life after converting to Islam or spending some time in prison. Right now, I think he is trying to leave a good name behind. To do this, he wants to rebuild his reputation, not as a pimp, but as a role model for young men, someone who shares the secrets of wealth and prosperity with many people, and he wants to be remembered and respected as a sage who does so. Regardless of what he has done, Andrew is quite intelligent, but at the same time, he is manipulative, opportunistic, and cunning. Moreover, he has so many opinions on every topic that even people who don't like him can sometimes agree with some of his ideas. Remember, even a broken clock is right twice a day. Let me know what you think about Tate Brothers in the comments, and please don't forget to subscribe and leave a like.